Since you've clicked on this video, I assume that you already know why niching down is important. And you've probably heard this hundreds of times. Pick a niche, focus on an audience, be their specialist, but that's not this video is about. In today's video, we'll be discussing about how do you actually find a niche, what are the profitable niches, and most importantly, how do you validate a profitable niche. After my 5 years of experience, I've discovered these 8 niches that you can tap into, which are profitable as well as are somewhat unsaturated. But most importantly, I'm going to tell you how to use ChatGPT to do market research that tells you if a niche is worth pursuing for your services. And using this market research, you can actually use it to write outreach scripts, create an undeniable offer and whatnot. So if you are tired of hearing niche down without any actual guidance on how do you do it properly, then stick around, because by the end of this video, you will have a clear roadmap on how to actually find a profitable niche and how to validate that profitable niche. So we have total 8 niches that should qualify for these 3 criteria. Should be unsaturated / less competitive, because in today's market, no niches is unsaturated. Second, it should have a big enough industry. So let's suppose if you are outreaching, if you are running paid ads, then it should be a niche that is big enough to run ads or do cold emails. Third, it should be high ticket, as I guess you all are looking for high ticket clients. So if they get paid more, then technically you get more paid, right? Niche number 1, we have remodeling companies. A remodeling company is a business that specializes in renovating existing buildings such as homes and commercial properties. Number 1, first thing first, high ticket value, average income is over 300k. The second thing is that the ticket size is so big, so they usually depend on a lot of referrals, so that's where you could come in. It is still saturated but does not have a lot of competition, so you could get into it. You can run paid ads for them, showcasing what they've done for their previous clients, because since they've been getting all the clients through referrals, so you could leverage that part and accordingly create your offers and also run paid ads according to that pain point. Now here's what you could do additionally in this. You could get a setter to call all the appointments and qualify them and only send the leads to the company. What this basically means is when you run ads, the company gets a lot of appointments. Now if they are to just manually call all of them, then it would be a lot of time for them and most of them won't qualify because this is a high ticket market. So what you do is you hire a setup from Fiverr or Upwork, you ask them to call all the positive leads that you get from Facebook ads and then qualify them and then send that to the company. You'll be getting more paid by chance you work on pay per qualified basis. So technically a good niche to start with and also to scale further, because you could technically create a very large SMMA business through just this niche. Niche number 2. This is, I think, by far the most obvious one. This is IT companies. Now, I've seen a lot of people targeting IT companies, but they still need a lot of marketing solutions because these are again a high ticket contract base. Their contract ranges from anywhere between 100k to $1 million. They have a recurring revenue business model, which makes it quite profitable because once you get them acquired a client, they not only pay for a month, they pay them every month. Basically, if you get them a client, that technically pays them for your yearly charges. Most importantly, these IT companies understand what marketing is, because in IT companies, they want to build an authority. To build an authority, they need to be on social media, they need to be running ads. So they know the importance of marketing. So you could cater to that pain point and target these people. What I've seen is a lot of services like LinkedIn personal branding, LinkedIn outreach do works for them, and you can easily find all of these people on LinkedIn. Niche number 3, we have logistics companies. I feel this is a hidden gem, but let me elaborate you why it's in my list. It has strong profit margin, a solid financial performance and growth potential. Average salary is around 200k. These companies are either looking for drivers or high paying truckloads. So what you could do is cold call or cold text to set up an appointment with, let's suppose, a driver with these companies, and you basically get paid for the number of drivers that you get them. This is a niche that is well paid, so you will technically get paid for more. On to the next niche. So here we have high real estate agents. So basically, I know a lot of people like you do target real estate agents, but they technically never convert. But it's your offer that needs to be better, because real estate agents get paid a lot, right? At the same time, get reached out a lot. Let's go through the basics first. You need to only target people that work in high-end properties, not any real estate agents. Let's say take luxury real estate agents for an example. Take commercial real estate people for an example, right? Target these people rather than just residential. These people have high commissions. So this is highly saturated, but the industry is too big. So it does require a lot of marketing solutions. One of the biggest issue is that I faced is they comparatively show up less. Like, let's suppose if 10 people book a call with you, technically 8 won't show up, 2 would show up. So that's another thing. So what you can do is call them like 1 or 2 hours before your meeting and try to get them on the call. So these people do appreciate a good offer. What you could do is you can ask them on a monthly retainer plus commission model. Now I know the commission takes time, but the commission is so big that it will be worth it for you. Now on to the next niche, which is law firms. They have high stake clients. The average case is about 50K or up. Now these people do need profitable marketing solution. They technically need more leads to cater to. What you could do is you can give them technically 2 type of services. One might be cold emails of you reaching out to firms on their behalf. Second could be running Facebook ads for these firms to get them in touch with new age companies. Now on to the next niche, which is financial services, which is very much similar to insurance owners. These are high earning potential with average salaries exceeding 100K and which is based on asset under management. This is comparatively less saturated what I've seen in the market. They are easily available on LinkedIn. So in this niche, you technically get based on the amount of assets under management that you bring to these firms. And I believe because this is a highly profitable niche, so tapping into this would be a great idea if you are, let's suppose, just starting out, or if you want to just build upon a new niche. Now this is our technically last niche, after which we'll be going through the market research, which is coaching/consulting. Now so this is a high ticket niche. They have a recurring business but are still referral focused. That's where you could come in and help them fix that process. It is quite saturated, but here's the thing, that there are so many coaching niches that you could tap into any one of them, scale it, and you'll be good after that. That's it for all the niches that I have. Now I'll be jumping on how to do market research on all of these. Now since we are done with all the niches, now what we'll do is do a market research on one of these niches and then figure out what is that one niche that you could cater to and build your agency in. Now since you can see in my screen, we've taken IT company as an example. Now for an example, I've taken a niche in which we'll be targeting founder of a IT company. In this, we have taken an example where the IT company has less than 10 employees, because only at that point you will be targeting the founder. All the other cases you will be targeting the marketing head of the company. Now you create a GPT where you ask it to act as a founder of an IT company. The GPT will define all the roles, and this is, by the way, this is ChatGPT itself. This is just another tool to access any other model, so don't get confused by that. You can definitely use the standard GPT. Okay, now ask it, where do IT company founders earn their most profit from? Ask it to just give top 5 most profitable niches that they cater to. So it's given large enterprises, government organizations, finances, banking, e-commerce and everything. Now tell me most scalable and profitable services that you offer, rank from worst to best. Now the GPT has told me that who do IT company founders target. Now we want to specify what do they target for. Now here are top 5 most scalable and profitable IT services. One is SaaS, cloud services, managed IT services, custom software development, cybersecurity services. Because I only knew custom software development as a good niche, cybersecurity as another good niche, so I asked for 5 more suggestions. Now it gives me AI and machine learning services, mobile app development, data analytics, IT consulting, DevOps. Now these are another 5 out of which I know AI and machine learning services, mobile app development. I don't think this has a huge TAM at the moment. Okay, so out of these, what type of clients are the easiest for you to get and how do you get them apart from referrals? So this is very important to know. One, do they actually target all of these? After this, we'll be figuring out if they actually target any of these services, and if they really do, are they easy to get or are they harder to get, or what is that scenario like? And by the way, all of this could be done in any niche. Like you can ask the same question to GPT with just replacing the niche. Like you could just ask it to act as founder of a SaaS company, right? A business coach or a leadership coach, a dating coach. You could just ask it to act like that and then ask all the relevant questions like these. So we asked the GPT, out of all of these, what type of clients are the easiest for you to get and how do you get them apart from referrals? So it told me that SaaS and cloud services are easy. They get that from content marketing, social media marketing, free trials and demos. Custom software development, they get from cold email campaigns, partnerships, portfolio highlights. Managed IT services, SMMA, they get from direct outreach, networking events. Mobile app development, they get from freelancing platforms. Now, let's suppose if you are a content agency owner, you need to be typically targeting IT companies that target SaaS company owners, because SaaS company owners do go to these content marketing platforms to find these IT companies. Let's suppose if you are a cold email expert, then you target IT companies that give custom software development services, because they are the ones looking for you to get them more leads, right? And similarly for all the other platforms. Now let's suppose if you are targeting an IT company that gives out services which include custom software development. Now what we'll do is click on new tab, create another model where we'll ask GPT to act as a marketing specialist. Now this will create a ICP for a IT company that wants to target. Now this will simplify a lot of things for you, because this will give you what sort of revenue stage do they look for, what are the key pain points that their clients have, right? And everything about them. So this is a big part of your market research. Now once you discover all of this, what you do is go on new tab, create another GPT where you ask it to, you are a founder of an IT company targeting startups that need tailored software solutions. These startups are typically focused on innovation, speed, flexibility, everything that you got from here. Okay. They are looking for a trusted partner to help. Now as a founder, what challenges do you face when you want to acquire these type of clients? Because you've already figured out what type of clients do they need. You've already figured out what type of services do they give. Now what you have to do is just understand what type of pain points do they specifically have, right? For that you type out this. Now it will give you all the type of different pain points that they have. Now after that, what we'll do is we'll ask it specifically what type of outreach method, or do they run ads, do they content marketing, or what sort of marketing tool that they use to acquire all of these. Now once you ask that here, you'll get that in the percentage model, like 30% of their clients come from cold emails, LinkedIn outreach and cold calls. 25% comes from networking and partnership. Now how you can leverage this information is, if you're a cold email expert, this is the niche that you want to go to. If you are into PR, this is the niche that you have to go to, and this is the angle to approach them. What are their focus areas, how to implement it, challenges, everything. Now if you are a content marketing agency who specializes on LinkedIn, this is the niche to go to. It has all the implementation points that you want to have, focus areas, challenges. For paid advertisement, this isn't a good niche, because it shows that only 15% of their clientele is from paid marketing. Referrals and word of mouth is 5%. Okay, so you figured out all of this. Now how do you do it is, let's suppose you are a cold email expert what do you do over here is ask it to highlight all the issues that they face when they do direct outreach for their ICP. When you write a cold email to them, you highlight all of these pain points that they might be facing. It says low response rate, now messaging the wrong time, overcoming skepticism or lack of trust, startups low budget or pricing, standing out in a flooded competitive market. Okay, now since you figured out all of these pain points, now what you have to do is you have to also figure out what are their frustrations. Low response rate, getting marked as a spam, difficulty finding accurate contact information, long sales cycle, startups pivoting, right, breaking through gatekeepers, constantly evolving messaging. Right now you can leverage all of this to further identify your ICP to just cater to startups that have less than, let's suppose, 10 employees, so that you find a decision maker better, or you find just a decision maker. Let's suppose it might be a marketing head of a company which has less than 50 employees, right? This is how you target them based on all the information that you've got so far. Here's what will help you create an undeniable offer. What you need to do is you ask GPT to define the targets of these IT companies in terms of leads, discovery calls, closing, and revenue for just the cold outreach approach that they do. Now here's the breakdown of everything that GPT has given you. You'll be sending 5,000 to 10,000 emails per month, out of which you should typically expect 1 to 3% reply ratio, 160 to 400, 20 to 50% response rate would get you 32 to 40 discovery calls, out of which, let's suppose, 16 to 24 are qualified, 4 to 8 new clients. This will get them 5 to 20k MRR per client. The ROI would be significant. Now let's suppose even if you sell them the service for 5k, right, and you help them make, let's suppose, 10k per client being 40k, right, they'll be easily be able to give you 5k because you are giving them 40k worth of business, and which is MRR. Like, that won't just end after 1 month. It would be repetitive. So for all of these companies, the LTV is usually 12 months, right? So you calculate 40k into 12, which gives out like 480k in total revenue that you've added from just 5k of your service cost, right? Now, this is how you leverage all of this market research, all of these niches that I have told you. Now, if you want me to help you with all of this, help you scale your cold outreach, help you get a consistent pipeline of clients, then check the first link in the description and let's get in touch. See you. Bye.